Hey guys, welcome back to Southeastern Saddle Hunters. I'm going to do a product review on a KalKal hunting harness, hunting saddle harness. This company KalKal reached out to me and asked me to do a review on it, take a look at the product, see what I think. And I told them I would give them my honest feedback on it, see what I think, and I'm probably going to actually go test it out tomorrow. But this is a KalKal hunting saddle harness. It looks like a harness for a tree stand that also has a saddle built into it with a bridge. You can get it on Amazon right now. It's on their Black Friday special for $79.99. That's a really good price for a harness, especially if it has a saddle built into it. It could be the cheapest saddle on the market. And it does look like it comes with a couple either lineman rope or some kind of other kind of tether system and a couple carabiners, but we'll open it up and take a look and see what it actually comes with. This is my first time opening. I have not actually opened it yet. All right, so you can see off the bat 3 carabiners, a tree strap. It looks like it looks almost identical to the one you'd get from Muddy. See if I can tear this. Yeah, it looks identical to the one you'd get from Muddy for the most part. The stitching on it looks pretty good. Good box stitch there. Good stitching. The carabiner it comes with is a locking carabiner. It's a steel one. The function's pretty good. It's rated for 25 KN. I don't know if y'all are able to see that, but it's 25 KN. Just a steel carabiner, so that's definitely gonna be more than adequate, but honestly it's a little on the heavy side. Let's see what else is in here. Here's it looks like some kind of a tree tether maybe. Yeah, with a Prusik knot. The Prusik loop looks a little loose, but whatever. You can pull that tight, clean it up, dress the knot some. But a tether, maybe, that looks like an 8mm cord. So something to girth hitch around the tree and then, hang from as far as the tether. So that will work. It doesn't feel like your traditional kind of climbing rope. It feels more like just like a nylon rope, almost like the same type of rope you get from Walmart for the, I think it's Hunter safety systems, or maybe it's the Muddy Safe Line. I think the Muddy Safe Line is the one I'm thinking of, where it's just a nylon rope. It's not exactly a climbing rope, but it does have a nylon core, and it definitely feels strong enough to hold a person. Not sure if it's exactly climbing rated or not, but then the harness itself, it's got really good padding on the shoulders and back. These 2 other carabiners also are both same ones, 25 KN, 25 KN steel locking carabiners that are really heavy. So more than likely and the carabiners will work, but they're heavy. So if you're trying to get deep with this, then maybe not, but I guess the whole harness setup itself would be a little bit on the heavy side anyways, if you're trying to get really deep from just a pure saddle standpoint. I guess a tether system with the bungee for the back of the harness. That's cool how it has a detachable feature. All the ones I've had, this is sewn into the harness itself, which is nice to have it sewn in, but it's also nice to have it detachable so you don't have this just tail hanging around everywhere. I guess that's why they give you the extra carabiners, honestly. Let's see. That's just some contact information, nothing really useful there. Looks like kind of a linesman rope area. I'll take a look at that a little bit more. And then the main belt, which is the oh, is that really how this thing's supposed to go together? Well, they're rubber coated, but they're steel, so they still make some noise. I would like to see a buckle there instead, honestly, if you're going to use it like that, but to go through. Yeah, I'm not so certain about that part. I think a buckle there would be much better. This looks like it'd be a lot harder to actually put on, but we'll take a look at that. There is a chest strap with a buckle. Comes with a safety whistle. Okay, not too worried about that. Their bridge. The bridge loops look okay. They're not. It's just a single nylon strap for their bridge loop, so it's not a reinforced one that has double, but it's a nylon strap, so it should still be more than adequate. The box stitch looks good on the top side, and it looks like it's integrated into the waistband itself. And then back down here to another box stitch and to the main bottom. So the bridge loops itself there's nothing to kind of give you any adjustability, but it looks like it'd be strong enough. The bridge is just your kind of like a Dyneema, same as an Amsteel in a way, material, but there's no adjustability whatsoever. So that's definitely gonna be a point that I think a lot of people have a problem with, not having any kind of adjustability in the bridge. Some people are gonna have problems with the fact it's orange. I actually kind of like having some orange stuff. It's nice to see if you're trying to clip into it, so I don't mind the orange at all. It feels like the berries are long enough. It's about an 8-inch berry, 6 to 8-inch berry on each side for the spliced loop, and they spliced it correctly, it looks like. So I would have no issues at all with the safety of this. This would hold a couple thousand pounds. That's 1/4 inch at least. So from a safety standpoint, this is definitely going to be adequate. You might want some adjustability out of it that might be a little bit better. And then the saddle itself portion, which I'll show standing up a little bit better, is just a mesh bottom, which actually is probably going to be really nice for breathability, at least for where I am in the South, in South Carolina. It's not often that I get cold too much on my backside, but that might change tomorrow, since actually the low is going to be like 25 degrees. So we'll see how that does tomorrow. But the leg straps are just your simple, same as kind of the muddy tree stand, where you just, or the muddy harness. You just push the leg straps through, and it has just the kind of cam lock system there. It'd be nice if there was some kind of little buckle system, but this is pretty quiet. It's pretty tried and true, and it works really well. So they say this is supposed to be rated for, let's see if I get back here. So it's $79.99. I got the 3 carabiners, I got the tree strap, I got the tether, and the I guess the spring tether extension. So it comes with a lot of stuff there, and I believe it's rated for up to 300-pound weight capacity. The pattern, I mean, all the padding feels really good. The stitching, from what I can see, all looks really good. I don't have any kind of concerns about the safety of the stitching, which is always, there's a little bit of fraying down here, but I can hit that with a lighter and clean that up. That's not really an important area either. It's just the padding. So all in all, it looks like it'd be very safe, really padded, almost too much padding in the back if you're gonna have backpacks and everything else on. But I'll go ahead and put this on and see how it feels, and see if I'm gonna end up using it tomorrow. All right, so I've got it put on. It fits me pretty good. It's actually pretty comfortable for a harness. The non-adjustable bridge, it looks like it's about where I would like my bridge anyways. So I'll give that a shot tomorrow. If it's in a spot that I really just don't like, then I'll probably end up just cutting this off and getting a hang-free bridge system or something like that. It does have some lines in the loops here, which is nice to have. I didn't actually see that in the unboxing. I would like, it'd be great if they were some kind of different color because they're so close to the bridge loops, but whatever, it works just fine. The chest clip works fine. Lots of padding, some straps here. The leg harness and leg straps work good. My only problem is this buckle. This thing is, it's kind of a dumb design. Even a plastic buckle would be better, just to be able to clip on instead of having to go through it. I mean, I guess from a safety standpoint, metal might be a little bit better there, but your legs are strapped in, your chest is strapped in. You really need this kind of weird metal system here. So that I'm not the biggest fan of, but for the price of $80 right now, for this with a saddle system, a saddle setup built into it, which it feels like it's going to be kind of spongy and squishy and kind of expand out, which would be nice to actually kind of expand out and fit comfortably. That's a really good deal, especially when you consider you get three carabiners, a tree strap, a tether, and the actual bungee tail for this. So I'm gonna give this one a test tomorrow, see how it is in the field for $80. It's a really good price. All right, guys, as I took it off, I realized something I forgot, and I think it's actually an important point. I did not even notice the MOLLE loops here on the back. You got 4 loops on each side, so you could actually hang some stuff. I've seen some really cheap saddles online before that don't even have any MOLLE loops, and that's always a big kind of concern because anyone who's saddle hunting is going to have either dump pouches for lineman belts or rappel ropes or hanging your sticks from the climb. You need MOLLE webbing and MOLLE loops on your saddle, and I saw that it had it on here, so I wanted to at least highlight that. This is the back side of it. It's got good big loops, so if you have things that you need to really hook to, and that would work really well. All in all, for $80, I think this is an absolute must-have for any kind of beginner who might be getting into saddle hunting, or someone who's doing a mix of saddle hunting and tree stand hunting.
All right, so I'm out here in the middle of a hunt. My new KalKal hunter saddle harness. I did the review at my house last night. It looked pretty good, and so far it's performing really well. Everything's really comfortable. The extra padding that I talked about actually is quite nice against the tree. You can see here, I do have my tether with their line. I held myself from it and it'll hold, so from a safety standpoint, it's safe enough to hold me, and I'm, like I said, 260 pounds. Well, with all the cold weather gear I have on, my backpack on, it's probably close to 275. It held me just fine, so I didn't obviously fall from it, but I'm pretty confident that it would work. I did get rid of the Prusix hitch. I'm not a fan of Prusix in general. I think that it's a pretty terrible knot. It just doesn't loosen up when you want it to move if you've put some serious load on it. So I took that off and use I'm not sure if it's a distal hitch or a clemized hitch, but I like that one much better. It moves much more freely overall. It bites down really hard still, but immediately you can manipulate it up and down if needed. The actual saddle bridge. It's pretty comfortable. You can definitely hang out here for a little. Does seem to pinch a little bit more around hips. Not nearly as much support down low, but maybe if I drop this down here, can I get it lower? I mean, it's pretty comfortable. Definitely doesn't jump underneath my butt where it's would be good for long sits, but for a beginner saddle that has a built-in harness, $80. There's a few things for sure that aren't perfect. Man, it's a great deal. Really good deal. So if you're interested, use the link in the description below. I believe there'll also be a discount code in the description. So it's a great harness, and I would highly recommend it. Some of the tether and hardware you probably need to, I would upgrade to traditional climbing ropes or tethers. That seems to be, and that's the lifeline. That's pretty important. So I would upgrade that, but the tree strap was really solid. And this thing is solid, so just really tether, the bridge not being adjustable, the buckles for the waist belt, and this back bander. They're the only kind of negatives, but everything else, price, weight, comfort, what you get for it, it's the value. This is a great harness. All right, I'm gonna get back to hunting.